Hey everyone, how's it going? What is up? So this week I am back to work on the Spider-Man No Way Home minifigures, including the integrated suit, which I'm about to wrap up the base figure on. However, I've got a lot of new Black Series figures and some new collectibles, so definitely going to be a bit of a heavier vlog focused on that stuff for a bit, and then maybe some cool stuff at the end, or maybe not. Yeah, Black Series Rosario Dawson Ahsoka Tano figure is in, and this is hands down one of the best Black Series figures of all time. I was really excited to get this one in, and I honestly didn't think they were going to be coming out anytime soon, but randomly they started hitting targets again, and Amazon just got tons of shipments of the latest Black Series wave. So I got the Rosario Dawson Ahsoka in, and also Omega from the Bad Batch, a really cool live action adaptation figure of the character with some really good accessories. And I also got in two of the Death Watch Mandalorians, which are kind of like the best figures quality wise of the entire wave. And I got two of those in to support the Bo-Katan Black Series figure, just because they will look great alongside her, considering, I mean, they are Death Watch Mandalorians, and Bo-Katan's armor is still very much consistent with the Death Watch of the Clone Wars era, right? So I got two of those to go with Bo-Katan and Koska Reeves, even though they're all in the box and everything. I did add them to the collection wall, and already you'll see Ahsoka up there alongside Bo-Katan and everybody, and that fantastic Fennec Shan. But the new wall is really cool because it has all of the Bad Batch finally lined up, minus Echo, who I'm still waiting on. He'll actually be coming in today as of posting this vlog. And then I have like a bunch of other figures like Rex, the Shock Trooper Commander there, and then like some Clone Wars figures like the 501st Jet Troopers, you know, Cad Bane, Asajj Ventress, and you can see the Death Watch Mandos over on the side there, just over by Moff Gideon and the Stormtroopers. So really cool wall that I think is much better than how I had it previously set up. And it's just, you know, obviously I have these walls of Black Series figures, you know, these have always been here. I have this like wall, well, every wall of figures everywhere, but it's just really cool to actually set up a bunch of like newer figures. And unfortunately, Hasbro is kind of changing the game next year, and they are abandoning plastic window packaging. So basically, like, you know, you look at Marvel Legends figures, obviously you guys know what action figures look like in the box. You can always see through with the basic plastic window, and unfortunately those are being abandoned, obviously for environmental reasons, and you're basically going forward not going to have action figures visible before you open them anymore, and these are going to be like closed over boxes with just a picture over the front. So I actually might not really be collecting very many action figures this time, like next year, but we shall see, you know, because obviously I'm a kind of a carded collector. I like to keep most of my figures sealed and in the box because it's just easier to move figures, in my opinion, this way, not only during an actual move, but moving them in terms of selling them if you want to at any point. It also helps me sleep at night knowing that I can do that since they're all carded and still sealed in the box. And I open like really essential figures like Ahsoka here, the Siege of Mandalore figures, Anakin, Obi-Wan, you know, whatever characters are really important to me for certain displays. But also I wanted to mention back there, you can see the Hot Toys Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars is back. She kind of had the front and center focus of one of my previous vlogs, but unfortunately there was a rip in the waist cape when I was trying to remove the protective plastic neck wrap, and I managed to fix it and really cleanly glue it back in, but it still obviously wasn't technically considered factory new anymore. And considering this is like, you know, a figure I'd waited a year and a half for, and kind of like now my new favorite 1/6 scale figure from Hot Toys, I figured I'd reach out to Sideshow and be like, hey, is there anything we can do about this? Maybe like credit on another order, because I have other figures in the pipeline for 2022. And they actually offered me a full replacement figure. And I was like, okay. And I sent it back. They did actually have one on hand ready to go. I think they actually keep them like in reserve, and they keep extras on hand ready to go for replacement situations and damaged items and scenarios like that, even though a figure like Ahsoka is super rare right now and like really limited. And so I really appreciated that, because now I have the figure back already after sending mine out. They shipped theirs before my original one even got there, and so I got this replacement Ahsoka in really fast, opened the figure really carefully this time. She's all good to go and back on the shelf, and I thought that that was just really awesome. And it's why I also stick with Sideshow, because their customer service is just so reliable once a product is in stock and arrived at their warehouses. Whereas if you go with like an overseas seller, you never know what might happen, or if they might ghost you or not help you at all in the event of your figure being damaged. So yeah. All right, now actually Echo from the Bad Batch just came in, so that completes the wave for me, not getting any of the other figures like the Client, for example, from The Mandalorian. Yeah, this is it. So now I'm gonna add him to the wall, and I officially have the entire Bad Batch as Black Series figures. And they have a lot of problems, but I mean, it's still really cool to have this team as semi-decent collectible figures. All right, and now to close out the vlog, I do want to give you a quick look at something that I'm working on, because I just wrapped up the work on the integrated suit, the figure that I started in 2021. I painted the back and everything, and it's all finally done. A few final sessions later, and it's mostly done. I have like 2 other tiny little details I want to paint on the base figure, but the base figure integrated suit is done. Now what I'm doing is modifying Tuminio's kit for the Iron Spider pincers. And even though the pincers were obviously not present in the movie, I think it's safe to assume that maybe, based on what Hot Toys did by including them with their collectible prototype, maybe the pincers were in the suit and could have come out at any given moment. Regardless, I have the backpack here, the backpack piece from Tuminio. I broke off the neck brace and replaced it with a glued on fabric one instead. And so this is all done and glued and dried already. So to kind of give you an idea of what Tuminio's Iron Spider pincers actually look like on my custom minifigure of the integrated suit, they're gonna look really cool painted up. I still haven't decided how I want to paint them up, like what color scheme I want to go with, if I want to use just golds or integrate a little bit of black. I'm actually thinking about combining both. Regardless, this is going to be really fun to paint over the next several days. It's nothing I haven't done before, but it will take some time to get in and around all those different individual rivets. So the finished base figure, that is the entire integrated suit without the pincers, is already posted over my Patreon, and the finished look of these will be posted there first as well. But I figured it's been a while, and after working on the Batman for so long, I figured you guys deserved a quick little look at how the integrated suit is coming along. And finally, after this, I will be able to paint up Andrew Garfield's legs, because look at how... Just knocked over a bunch of other Phoenix customs. Look at how sad Andrew looks without having pants. It has been too long.
Honey, where are my pants?
But I am really happy to be working on the Spider-Man No Way Home project again. I am really looking forward to finishing up the integrated suit and Andrew Garfield's suit. Andrew Garfield's suit is going to take some time though, because those legs are not going to be easy, and neither is the back. So it's going to be a minute before I can finally move on to Toby, but I am working at it. And also got to work within the constraints of what my back allows depending on the day. So there's also that. Either way, I will see you guys in the next vlog. And yeah, I appreciate you being so patient with me as always. And appreciate you being here in general. So I'll catch you next time. All right. Bye-bye.